Good morning, everybody. This is Todd with the Forex Nitty Gritty Insiders Daily video. We're midweek here and thought we'd take a look at the longer term charts to kind of see what's happening. We have had a little bit of a bullish upswing here with this last candle, and I just wanted to talk about how we can or need to be cautious when we are taking these trades. And thinking that the market is really bullish when in fact the long term is still very, very bearish. And so we'll take a look at a couple things here and just get a sense of what's going on with it and seeing if we can get a clearer picture on the direction that things are going. So the first thing that I'm going to look at is I'm going to look at the 40 period simple moving average here. And this is a pretty clear gives us a pretty clear idea of what is happening. You can see that we've got the moving average going down and the price is sitting well below it. Now, I'm not saying that we're not going to see a movement back up here and maybe even a couple hundred pips, but that does not put us into what we'd consider an uptrend by any means. At the very minimum, we need to see the price breaking above the moving average and starting to go higher. If we can see that, then we're going to be really kind of looking at things in the right perspective or from the right perspective. Still very bearish, though, on what we see happening with the euro dollar. The Aussie dollar, we're actually getting a little bit more bullish. We can see that, we really never turn from bullish because we've had these higher highs being developed, and it bounced off of our support of the 40 period simple moving average here, and it would be reasonable at some point anyway to expect maybe to see this move back up towards these highs. And if it's going to stay in an uptrend, then we know it's going to have to move above the highest high of the last swing here. So that's where we might anticipate seeing that. The problem is that we really have kind of a non-correlated alignment of things. Typically, the euro dollar and the pound dollar try to be correlated in their movements. In this case, they're really not. And then the pound dollar is kind of in between. It's kind of at a place where the moving average is going up, but the price is below it, and so it doesn't know what it's going to do. In fact, you can see how sideways we've been over the past month or so. The U.S. Japanese yen, certainly seeing some dollar weakness here. We're back down towards some type of a support area. And we have to remember whenever we're dealing with the Japanese yen that the Bank of Japan likes to intervene here. And so it's getting back down in those areas. And if you'll recall, our areas that we had intervention was right there and also right here. So we're not as low as we were when those came, but we're back down into that range of where it was when that came out. US Swiss franc moving up, still in an uptrend even though we're having a big kind of candle today. And then the US CAD, you can see that it's really kind of changed its direction here and is starting to do a little bit like what we saw in the Aussie dollar, where these lower lows and lower highs are still intact, and we're starting to see this come off of the moving average there. So as we look for our opportunities on our shorter term charts, whether it's 15-minute, 5-minute, or whatever, hourly, we want to look at the direction that things are sitting or where they're placing their momentum right now on the longer term charts. And if we can do that, we'll be trading it in the right direction. And so as we look at some opportunities here, here's the euro dollar, which we've seen move up here over the last few hours. We really don't have a setup on the simple trading method right now. We need to see a little bit of a pullback and then get in as it starts to move back up. Same thing with the Aussie dollar. We've had a nice strong move to the upside. Pound dollar, we had a couple hours ago coming down off of the moving average. This Japanese yen, if we were to look at this for a possible trade, we could look at getting in as it begins to move up. The problem right now is the highest high of the last three is this candle, which is almost at the highs. So we'd like to see it settle down a little bit and then get in as it starts to move up. US Swiss franc needs to have a little bit of a pullback. Same thing with the CAD. So right now on the shorter term 15-minute chart, we're not seeing a whole lot. But take time to review what the trend is longer term so that you can incorporate that into your shorter term decision making when you enter into those trades using the simple trading method. So with that, we'll wrap it up for today. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know. If not, we'll be back tomorrow to take another look at the markets and explore what might be happening with the simple trading method. So until then, have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon.